cracking, gang? It's TNasty, and I'm back with another banger for you guys. We got UFC 314 this weekend, and this card is looking absolutely juicy. I mean, just look at these fights, man. Bryce Mitchell versus SIlva, Krylov versus Reyes. We got stacked prelims. Maybe not the first fight in the card, but it's looking great. I got my boy Brendo, the reigning TNasty MMA champion, here with me. Brendo, how you feeling about this card?
I'm feeling pretty good about the card. The card's looking nice. I'm excited for a lot of the early fights and honestly all of the main card fights, even Reyes and Krylov. I'm hoping Reyes can get a little run going, get himself a little title shot again.
Yeah, bro. We need the world to correct itself after the robbery against John Jones. But this card is looking great, man. I mean, it's a shame we lost Carlos Prates versus Jeff Neal, but it's still a freaking absolute banger. But
It's a
what
huge shame.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going back and forth, giving our official picks for the card. And whoever ends up getting the most picks correct will be the new TNastyMMA MMA Predictions Champion. Brendo, how do you think you're going to do in this one? Do you think you're going to get your first title defense or what?
Of course. Well, actually, this is gonna be the second title defense. I got the one from the last one, but I guess we didn't upload that video,
Yeah,
so this might be the first one.
we ain't going to talk about that. I'm going to edit that out.
Yeah,
I'm going to edit that out.
forget about that.
Yeah, man, it's been a while since you won the belt, man. Finally about to get that first defense, but I'm coming for that belt. I'm trying to get that back. So, without further ado,
Yeah,
you ready to get started?
of course, of course.
All right. So, first fight of the night, we got Nora Cornoli versus Haley Cowan. We'll start out with the reigning champion, Brendo. Who you got and why?
Bro, I got my girl Haley, and I don't know anything about either of these girls, but I like Haley's haircut better, so I'm going with her.
Yeah, yeah,
And I,
bro thinks she's
I
a
think it's
baddie, huh?
working. Not per se, but like she got the better hair for sure.
Yeah, how you think she gets it done, bud?
Oh yeah, definitely a decision. This is going the full three.
Yeah, it is WMMA, man. So you never know, but
First fight of the night, WMMA. This shit's going three.
yeah, it's cooked. But we got to get the slop out the way before we get to the absolute finesse of the main card. So, but
Of course.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm going with my girl Nora Cornoli. She's been the underdog in every single one of her fights, and she's pulled it off every time. Haley Cowan doesn't have a single UFC win, so I'm locking in Nora Cornoli by decision. All right, next fight on the prelims, we got my boy Tresean Gore versus Marco Tulio. You know, Tresean Gore, he's a good striker. He had a pretty good run on the Ultimate Fighter a couple years ago. But in the UFC, he really hasn't proved to be that good. I mean, he's got that one good submission win over Josh Fremd, but other than that, he really just hasn't done too great. And we got Marco Tulio coming up off the Contender Series. He's already 1-0 in the UFC. This guy's got really good striking, pretty well rounded with the grappling as well. So I'm going ahead. I'm taking my boy Marco Tulio. I think he's going to be able to get it done by submission, probably in rounds 2 or 3. I just think Tresean Gore isn't well rounded enough. But what do you think, Brendo? Who you got and why?
Before looking at Marco Tulio's profile, I was about to say Trayshawn Gore because he looks like my type of guy. But Marco, 13-1, he's on the 9 fight win streak, 9 knockout wins. I think I might go Marco by knockout here.
Yeah, I agree. I think Marco's going to be able to pull it off, hopefully by a finish. I got submission. You got knockout. We'll see how that goes. But let's move on to the
Yeah,
next fight.
I got first round knockout there for sure.
Let's move on to the next fight. We got in the flyweight division, Sue Mudaerji versus Mitch Raposo. Brendo, who you got and why?
We got my boy Suma Derji for sure. Definitely mainly because his name, he only has one name, at least on this right now. But looking, he's 13 knockouts, 11 first round finishes, 16-7, but he looks like he's kind of a demon. So we'll go knockout. Probably like second round though, not first round here.
Yeah, but I think you're blind as fuck. I think you're missing this 16-7 record right here. I mean, that's just unacceptable at the UFC level. He's going up against my boy Mitch Raposo. I mean, Mitch is coming in here hungry. He lost on the Contender Series, but he still got into the UFC. So he's going to be looking to get a big performance here on his first pay-per-view card. I'm picking Mitch Raposo. I mean, let's not forget Suma Derji lost via finish to freaking, what's his name? I don't even remember. He's a jabroni. But anyways, he lost to an absolute jabron. Got by finish. I'm picking Mitch Raposo. I'm going to have him getting the decision win here.
Nah, we got Sumaderji all the way. I'm riding with Sumaderji.
We'll see about that, bud. All right, next up, finishing off the early prelims, we got my boy Cedric Dumas versus Mikhail Olekjacek. This one's tough to call. I mean, Mikhail Olekjacek, once again, this record's not looking good here. 19-9. I mean, that's just rough, but this dude's a savage. He really hasn't been that good in the UFC, but the way he throws his strikes, this dude's just fucking crazy. He throws full power into everything. Coming off a loss, he's going to be hungry here. We got Cedric Dumas looking like he's coming straight out the hood. I mean, this guy, he has a pretty good record, but his UFC performances have just been absolute shit. He looked real good on the regional scene, got some pretty sweet finishes, but just in the UFC, he hasn't been able to put it together. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna take Mikhail Olekjacek by decision. I just think his striking is gonna be able to outpace Cedric, and I think he's gonna look shit as per usual. But who you got and why, Brendo?
I got my boy Cedric because, you know, he might not have put the fights together like you've wanted, but he's still gotten the wins done, or he's still gotten the wins at least. So a win's a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. So I'm definitely going with my boy Cedric here, or however you say his name.
Yeah, I mean, he is a hood fighter, so I mean, you got to put some respect on his name for that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's looking like a badass, so definitely got to go with him.
Yes, sir. All right, moving up the card, starting off the main portion of the prelims, we got absolute grizzled vet war coming at us for here. We got Darren Elkins versus Julian Erosa. Brendo, who you got and why?
Bro, we got Darren Elkins because I'm kind of fucking with the bad tattoo there on the chest. And the little dragon tattoo. That's kind of hard there. I'm fucking with it. So we're going Darren Elkins. I don't know how he's getting it done, but he's getting it done.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with you there, bud. I mean, Darren Elkins, he's a vet. He's been able to pull off some pretty sweet comebacks in the UFC so far. Both guys are coming off a win, which is pretty good, but I'm going with Julian Erosa. I just think he's more well-rounded. I think he has better striking. I think Darren Elkins is going to get hurt a lot in this fight. He's probably going to be shooting, and you guys know I do not pick nut huggers, so I'm going with my boy Julian Erosa to get the decision in this one. I just think he's going to be able to put damage on the damage. All right, moving up the card, we got Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper. We got freaking Chase Du Bronx. He's completing the story. He's beating up all the guys that Charles Oliveira beat up. He's on that title run. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Chase Hooper. I think he's going to be able to get a submission win. I mean, Jim Miller is a very, very good fighter, super underrated. Both guys coming off wins. But I just think Chase Hooper has the age on his side. He's on a good run. I swear to God, he is going to be in the title picture one day, just like his father, Charles Oliveira. So I'm going to take Chase Hooper to get the submission. But, Brendo, who you got and why?
I think I'm also going to take Chase Hooper because Jim Miller, he can come out. He coming out getting wins. Last two fights are wins if I'm correct. Did he have another fight between 300 and 309 or no?
I'm not really too sure, to be honest with you, but Jim Miller, like you were saying, I mean, he's a vet. He knows how to pull out a win when he needs to. I just think his time might be up, man. I think Chase Hooper has the age on him.
I agree. He might be coming off two wins, but I'm going with Chase Hooper here for sure. Chase Hooper, if he does lose, then I think your prediction of title shots are definitely out the window.
Yeah, for sure. Moving up the card, we got Yan Xiaonan versus Virna Jandiroba. We got Raul Rosas Jr. making a quick turnaround in this one.
Oh my.
This is definitely a number one contenders fight. I mean, the winner of this is 100% getting that next title shot against Weili. Really hope it's going to be Virna, but who do you have and why, Brendo?
Oh, bro, I definitely got fucking Virna. Look at that lazy eye. Dude, I've got her 100%. I was wondering who she looked like, though. Bro, it is Raul Rojas, bro. That's
Dude,
like identical.
dude, the Raul Rosas title run is going to continue. I'm taking Virna as well. I think she's going to be able to get a finish in this one. I mean, this girl is just like on a freaking crazy run right now in the UFC. She's hungry. She wants to get that title shot. I think she's going to come out looking for a finish, looking for a great performance. So I'm picking her by submission, I think, is what I'm going to take. But you never know.
I'll go knockout.
Yeah?
We'll go knockout so we can have something going different here.
All right. Moving up the card in the prelim main event, we got my boy freaking Slender Man Sean Woodson, the STL Sniper versus Dan 50K Ige. I think I'm going to go ahead and take my boy Sean Woodson. You guys know I'm rocking with my boy from St. Louis. I mean, this dude's boxing is just super crispy, super clean. And, you know, Dan Ige, he's a great fighter. He has really good boxing and striking as well. I think he's going to be looking to grapple in this one, but I think it's going to come to bite him in the ass. I think Sean's going to land like a knee or an uppercut or something and get the knockout, in my opinion. But, Brendo, who you got and why?
Yeah, no, I got my boy Sean Woodson from St. Louis. I got to rock with the hometown boy. But yeah, I say his boxing's crispy. He's long. Dan Ige kind of short, stocky. He's gonna have the range on Ige. So unless he gets caught, then I think he's got it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Sean's another guy who I think is on a title run right now. I mean, he's coming off a win. Danny Gay's coming off a loss. He's going to be hungry, so that's why I think he's going to be grappling, really trying to secure that W, but I just don't think it's going to work out for him. Sean Wilson just has good timing, really good shot selection. I think he's going to be able to get the knockout on him. All right, let's move on to the main card. I mean, just one of the best main cards I've seen in a long time by the UFC. Like I said, it's a shame we lost Carlos Prates versus Jeff Neal, but we had a great replacement here. Nikita Krylov versus the chosen one, Dominic Reyes. Brendo, who you got and why?
I mean, I've got my boy Reyes. You know, I'm looking for the title run, like I said in the intro of the video. He was looking frozen against the last three fights before Smith, but you know he got Smith. I think he's gonna get the think that win's gonna get the confidence back, get him going a little bit, get a run going.
Yes, I 100% agree. Dominic Reyes, he needs to correct the mistake that was John Jones getting that robbery. The world has finally come back into balance. He's on a 2-fight win streak now. The title run is back in order, so I agree. I'm also going to take Dominic Reyes. I think he's going to get a KO. This dude's hungry. He's an absolute beast. And Nikita Krylov's coming off a pretty long layoff. He's a very good fighter, very well-rounded, dangerous striking and grappling, but I just don't think he's going to be enough for Dominic Reyes and the absolute force the title run he's on. So I guess we'll have to agree on that one. Next up on the main card, I'm not sure about this bout order, but this is the people's main event right here. I mean, we got the absolute autism freaking war going on. We got Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. Brendo, who do you have and why?
You know, I definitely think that Gene Silva is gonna knock him out, and I think that's what is meant to happen. I think that's what Dana was looking for to happen whenever he made this fight. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna go Bryce Mitchell by submission here, and he's just gonna ragdoll Gene Silva all around on the fucking canvas. Gene Silva's not gonna have anything to do against him.
Yeah, I completely disagree. I mean, I've been telling everybody who will listen, these people act like Bryce Mitchell is Khabib. He has one twister over an absolute fucking nobody. I mean, do you know who Matt Sales is? I don't think anybody knows who that is. Do you know who that is?
Bro, that's my boy. I've been watching him since back in the day, since 2011, buddy.
Yeah, fuck out of here. That's his one submission win in the UFC. You know, he's been able to put the grappling game plan on a couple of guys like Edson Barboza, Charles Rosa, but he wasn't able to finish those guys, and they are freaking bums, okay? I don't think he's finishing Gene Silva. If anything, I think Gene Silva is going to submit him. The only reason he even got... Everyone acts like he has, like, horrible takedown defense because he got taken down by Charles Jourdain, but the only reason he got taken down is because he was jumping guillotine, and I just think he's going to be able to pull off submission if he does that against Bryce. I think he's in Bryce's head. He was literally saying that he's having nightmares about Gian. He's in his head, and Gian is just an absolute fucking savage. I think he's going to be able to finish him. I mean, like, I don't know. Bryce Mitchell, I think his grappling is super overrated. Like, and I like this guy too. Like, where do you think I got the name TNasty from? Okay, but I just think Gene's going to be able to get it done. And he's got that Fighting Nerds plot armor. You guys know I'm rocking with the Fighting Nerds all day, every day. So I'm picking Gian Silva by KO. I think he's going to be able to freaking slump Bryce Mitchell just like Josh Emmett did and send this guy back to the concentration camp. All right, next up on the main card, we got Yair Rodriguez taking on the debuting Patricio Pitbull. I think this is going to be a scrap. I'm not really sure what to expect from Patricio in this fight. I mean, he's like up there in age. He's like almost 40. I think he's like 38. But this dude's coming in hungry. I mean, he only has a short time to get to a title shot in the UFC. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Patricio Pitbull. I mean, you guys know Yair is one of my favorite fighters, but he's just not very well-rounded. Like, he has really good striking, pretty good submission game off his back, but, like, his takedown defense is just not there. Whenever people try to take him down, he usually just lets him have it. So I think Patricio is going to be able to put the grappling game plan on him and land some good ground and pound. I don't know if he's going to find a finish, so I'm going to take Patricio by decision. But Brendo, who do you have and why?
Yeah, I'm going Yair by fucking cartwheel kick, brother. I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna hit the Rolling Thunder on fucking Pitbull. He's gonna show that there is levels to this shit. There, you don't just come into the UFC and rank against the fifth best featherweight in the world and then just win. He's showing that there's fucking levels to this shit. Yeah, you're by fucking spinning back elbow again.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But I mean, like I said, I love Yair. I don't know. I think he's going to get taken down, and I don't think he's going to be able to pull off those crazy strikes like you're saying. I think he's going to attempt some. I just don't think they're going to land, and I think it's going to get him taken down. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, moving on to the co-main event of the evening. Michael Chandler taking a huge step down in competition, facing my boy Paddy Pimblett. Brendo, who do you have and why?
I'm gonna go Chandler here just because he might have been losing like most of his fights in the UFC, but he's been fighting elite competition and he's been putting up good fights against elite competition the whole time, putting on good fights, putting on super entertaining fights. And he's honestly one of the people's champions, besides the fact that he fucking loses all the time. But watching him get his ass beat is really fun. But I think this time he's gonna flip it around and beat up Paddy. I don't think I think he's got the wrestling to shut down Paddy on the ground. And he just shut down Charles. Charles couldn't get no fucking submission. I don't think Paddy's gonna wiggle one out.
Yeah, listen, I agree with you. I mean, we were talking about this the other day at work, but I just don't think Michael Chandler is going to be able to put on that performance, man. I mean, like on paper, he should win. He should be able to grapple him, take him down, beat him up. But this dude fights like a fucking dumbass every single time. I just don't see him doing that, man. I think he's going to try to stand with Paddy and try and knock him out. But as we know, Scousers don't get knocked out. I'm rocking with my boy Paddy. I think he is going to be able to get the submission. Like you said, Charles wasn't able to do it, but Dustin Poirier was. You guys know I love Dustin, but I mean, he does have elite grappling, but he's no Charles Oliveira, so that I really just don't think MMA.
That's a 3 rounder, right?
I'm pretty sure this is going 5 rounds.
Oh, it's a 5 rounder.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see if it goes in rounds 4 and 5, and we've never seen Paddy in that spot in the UFC at least. So we'll see if it goes there. But I'm rocking with Paddy's by submission. I think he's gonna be able to get him with a triangle or a guillotine or something like that. I think Chandler is gonna try to like go for some crazy like slams or something at some point. So I think if it goes to that point, I think Paddy's gonna be able to lock up the submission on him and choke him out. I just think Chandler is so overrated, man. He's a dirty fighter. And I think Paddy's going to punish him if he tries to cheat like that. So, yeah, I'm rocking Paddy by submission. All right. Last but not least, we got the main event of the evening. The fight we're all here for. Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. I mean, such a banger, dude. Like, Diego Lopes is a savage. Volkanovski is one of the best fighters of all time. And I think Alexander Volkanovski is getting the belt back, mate. I think he's going to be able to put a nice beating on Diego Lopes. I definitely think he's going to survive like a tight submission or a knockdown at some point. But I think he's going to be able to come back, put on a similar performance to how he did in the second Max Holloway fight. So I'm going to rock with Alexander Volkanovski by decision. I just think Diego's a little overrated, but who do you have and why?
I've got Diego here, brother. I think, like you said, Alex is one of the best fighters of all time, but I think it's his time. Knocked out 2 fights in a row. What people were picking, there was people picking Tony whenever he was getting knocked out fights in a row, losing fights in a row, in the same way that you're picking Alex. So I'm definitely going Diego. I think just Alex's time is up.
Damn, that's crazy you throw that logic in my face like that, but I don't know, man. Part of me does think that's true. But I just have faith in Volk getting the belt back, man. I think he's going on another run. I think he's going to win the belt. Probably defend it against like Movsar, maybe Patricio Pitbull. That'll be a big fight coming up in the future. So, I don't know. I just don't see Volk losing to Diego Lopes. I mean, this guy's best win is Brian Ortega. And after that, it's like Dan Ige, Sadiq Youssef. Like, this guy is beating a bunch of jabronis. He almost got finished by Movsar Evloev, and that dude doesn't have a single finish in the UFC. So I just don't see how he beats Volkanovski besides a puncher's chance, man. I just don't see it. I think he could knock him out, but I think if it goes past round 1, I think Volkanovski is going to be able to put the beating on him and get the decision win. But that's it for UFC 314, guys. I'm going to throw our official picks up on the screen right now for you. Whenever we do the recap show on Sunday, we'll announce who the winner is. Whoever gets the most picks correct is going to be the new TNastyMMA champion. I'm looking to get that belt back. Brendo's looking to get his unofficial second defense, official first defense. We'll see how it goes, man. I don't know. What do you think, Brendo? How do you feel about your picks?
I feel very confident about my picks, but if I do lose, then I'm hoping come back 315, beat you, so I can be holding the belt to defend for my boy Sean O'Malley to get his belt back.
Yeah, we'll have to have the trilogy for sure if that happens, man. I don't know. I'm definitely feeling pretty confident in a lot of my picks. The Gene Silva one, I'm not super confident in just because I know Bryce is going to be nut hugging, shooting takedowns for his dear life. And that main event one, Volk just scares me with that chin. And man, his chin is definitely washed, and Diego hits hard like a motherfucker. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But hopefully 314 is just going to be an amazing card. We need the UFC to be back. We need it so bad. The last 4 events haven't even had a fight of the night. That's how down bad we are. You think 314 is going to be able to do it?
Oh, I sure hope so. I'm hoping for a good night of fights. Possibly might shell out a little bit of money for the main card just because it's looking that good. Don't want to deal with any streams and possible crashing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you for sure. I mean, I definitely don't want to miss that main event or the Gene Silva fight or the Yair fight. I mean, honestly, this whole card is just stacked. Like, everything except for that first fight is just bangers, man. Like, even like the unranked guys and the old vets. Like, I think it's just going to be some pretty good fights, man. At least I really hope so. You never know with how the UFC's going these days, man. It's been rough, but this is obviously like by far the most stacked on paper card we've had this year. So hopefully it's gonna be good. I mean, Miami always delivers like it did at 299 last year, but we'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks for joining me, Brendo. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, become a member, create a second account, and repeat all those steps for me. If you're not doing all those things, you're just a straight up casual with all due respect. You got to be a hardcore like myself and Brendo here, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, make sure to parlay the opposite of every pick I've given for you guys here if you'd like free money. But with that being said, we're out. Take it easy, gang.